Hey guys, Max, stay tuned. Welcome back to another Issues I Have With. Before I get into this rant, I just want to say that Halo Infinite is really fun. I'm generally having a good time with it, and also keep in mind that this is considered a beta and not the final release. I just figured that since Microsoft and 343 seem to be listening to and responding to feedback on the game, I should just toss my voice in as well, to make it known that a lot more people are talking about this. Anyway, now I've been playing Halo since elementary school. I started off playing Halo 2 at friends' houses and played pretty consistently up until Halo 4. I've never gotten around to Halo 5, but I'd say Reach is my home game, and maybe I'll come to Halo 5 someday. Well, the first Halo game I owned was ODST. The first Halo game I really dived into multiplayer with was Reach. I love Halo Reach. I believe it to be the best Halo game, and I will fight you on that. I love its story, I love its gameplay, I love its forge, and I adore its customization options and its progression. Click the card for the Halo Reach Legendary Wrap-Up. I've messed around in MCC, and it's got the same customization as Reach, sure, but I don't think the progression is nearly as good. I just wanted the ODST helmet! Why was it so far into the unlocks? And don't even get me started about MCC's Halo 4 ODST helmet. I just don't play MCC that much, so I don't accumulate the unlocks that much. If I played more, it wouldn't be as much of a problem. Halo Infinite, on the other hand, I've come across various Halo content creators that have talked about many of the points I'll talk about in this video, so I'll link some of the videos that I've watched down there if you want to see those. Now I get that this is a free-to-play, multiplayer, live service game, and so there needs to be some kind of monetization to uphold it, but that doesn't mean you can get away with absolutely wrecking the progression system. There are very few cosmetic items unlocked to begin with, so people just run around in the default, but then the unlockable cosmetics that are in-game are mostly locked behind the premium battle pass. Now I'll admit, I kind of have it out for battle passes, and maybe I'll get into that another time, but that's not the end of the problem. This battle pass is so slow. It's partly because the only way to earn XP is doing the challenges, which there is a set limited list for weekly, which you only get access to a handful at a time, and a repeating play matches 1 for daily. You don't get XP for performing well in matches or anything outside of these challenges. Meaning that in this game, where I went on a sword spree and carried my whole team to victory, I get basically nothing! And despite bookmarching the match video, it's gone, so all I have is the scorecard to prove it. The challenges are things like kill an enemy with a certain weapon, or play this game mode, or even more overly specific ones. Overall, there are things that generally can be done on only certain maps and modes. This would be alright if not for one thing. This game doesn't have map voting or more specific mode matchmaking. Previous Halo games would at least let you queue for separately deathmatch or objective modes. This game has 3 PvP modes: Quick Play, Big Team Battle, and Ranked. All 3 of them mix together deathmatch and objective modes. This means if a challenge comes up that says something like, play Capture the Flag, it's entirely up to luck if you get into a game of Capture the Flag. But even if you are lucky enough to find yourself to where you can complete the challenges, the XP you get from them is paltry. If they hadn't had to reset weekly challenges, which I was about a little over halfway through when they did, to add in a band-aid fix for the progression, assuming the XP requirements don't go up each Battle Pass level, which I believe they don't, I would have maybe reached Battle Pass level 6. After completing all of the reset challenges, I ended up just past level 12. Mostly because the ultimate weekly challenge was play 15 matches, boosting me a whole additional level between the challenge XP and the match XP, and that took all of the challenge swaps I'd earned along the way to get there. But the ODST helmet isn't until level 65? And I have to buy the premium battle pass? 343, what is it that you have against me? I just want an ODST helmet, please! In addition to that, certain armor colors, visor colors, and helmets are limited to certain armor cores, and it seems like the Premium Battle Pass's customizations are all locked to the armor core you get with the Premium Battle Pass, which feels needlessly limiting. Note, currency prices are discounted by 10% if you're playing in the Xbox ecosystem and have Game Pass. My upcoming statements will exclusively be talking about regular prices. What makes this noticeably artificial grind even more suspect is the XP boosts. $2, you can go up a Battle Pass level. $2, you can get a couple half-hour XP boosts and a couple challenge swaps. I don't mind the purchasable challenge swaps, but these XP boosts and level purchases I just think should just wholesale not be here. These make the cosmetics basically pay to earn on top of the $10 you already have to spend to get the ability to unlock them anyway. Someone who struggles with excessive spending could just walk in, drop $300 and have all the cosmetics in the game and not have to play anything at all. Something significant needs to be done to fix this XP thing. I get that Season 1 is supposed to last until May, but that doesn't mean you make it take 5 months for people to get 100 levels. They honestly should have just stuck with the system MCC had and figured out a way to monetize that instead of what they've done here. But seriously, if my rate of 6 to 10 levels per set of weekly challenges is the average rate, it would take 2.5 to 4 months for someone to finish the premium battle pass without any XP boosts or additional payment past the $10 entry fee. And before we get away from the battle pass, I just want to complain about what's actually in this first battle pass. There's so little armor customization early on. If you don't buy in, the first piece of armor customization you get is level 6. If you do buy in, you get some stuff early on, but you don't actually get a different helmet until level 10. That's way too far in just to unlock a different helmet. And keep in mind, there is only one helmet unlocked by default. You don't get a second helmet, even if you buy the Battle Pass, until level 10. If every Battle Pass level takes the same amount of XP, that is 10,000 XP. For reference, the highest weekly challenges give 400 XP, but you only get one of them per week. If my rates are average, that's nearly a week's worth of play sessions just for a different helmet. The Halo Waypoint app shows a bunch of cosmetics that don't show up in-game, and I'm not sure if that's stuff people could unlock in the closed beta, or if that's stuff that's still upcoming. Either way, it's kind of confusing that I don't at least see it in the in-game menus with some kind of label on it. It's all just unbelievably limiting to the player choice and expression, both in the way that they play and the way that they look while they play the game. The low XP of matches also sort of discourages playing once you've finished the weekly challenges for the week. Why would I play more if I could just take a break for a few days and then actually get rewarded for doing it? As a whole, it pigeonholes people into playing just what the developer thinks is interesting enough to make a challenge, and limits how you can express yourself in your character by how much you're willing to spend. Speaking of spending, that right there's the shop. Let's talk about the shop. Can we talk about the shop, please, folks? I've been dying to talk about the shop all day, okay? Why in the name of all that exists is this armor set $20? Why do I have to spend $15 if I want to make my Jeep blue? These prices need to drop by at least half, and even then, they're still kind of silly. Is this color white in this not particularly special armor set really worth twice the cost of the battle pass? Really? I super doubt that. Is this color white in this not particularly special set of armor worth double the cost of the esports armor kit sets? I kind of doubt that too. And what is it with these rotating shops with like 4 items in them? Just list everything there so that the consumer can come and buy what things they want and not deal with this limited time, piecemeal nonsense of come back soon to find the items you want. I get it. Battle passes and microtransactions are the hit thing in gaming these days. This isn't necessarily a problem with Halo Infinite specifically, but the industry as a whole. That doesn't mean I can't be disappointed that they went and did the thing I don't like, and did it in a way that is frustrating and overbearing. I just want to rep my signature blue and orange in Halo Infinite, and there isn't even a blue and orange color. Like, the closest they've got is Tempest Lilac, which I guess is fine. But it's trapped deep within the premium battle pass, just like the ODST helmet. And they aren't even on the same armor core? Seriously, 343, what is it you've got against me? Jokes aside, I really hope this all gets streamlined and discounted between now and the game launching in December. There's not that many maps, there's not that many modes, social matchmaking is completely missing, and the customization progression is slow and tedious. Basically, they're lucky this game has solid, fun gameplay that the Halo community is almost unanimously loving. This other stuff, though, should not be overlooked because it's the kind of thing that can affect the longevity of the player base, even if the game is free to play. I know that 343 is already looking into how to fix this and has put out a band-aid fix where you always get 50 XP for every match while they're working on reworking the progression. And hopefully they have much more in store, because that still means it would take 20 matches before you get one battle pass level. And while I'm complaining, I might as well hit on some nitpicks. The load times can be pretty long here and there. The lack of consistent weapon and vehicle types on maps can be a little annoying to deal with. Armor kits are a bit misleading, and I don't see any in-game explanations that clarify that they're uneditable and basically skins. The way your Spartan stands in the matchmaking menu is kinda silly. Why aren't the intro animations part of the customization options? The main menu is kinda weirdly organized and too minimalistic. The rarities feel very random and arbitrary. There's no way to check challenges during a match, plus other petty things I can't really remember. There is a lot of good here. The fact that I can seamlessly hop between playing on my Series X and my PC is really cool. That means I can play more often if I want to. The music is all really nice and fits the energy well. But this series isn't about the positives, so I'll stop before I give it too many compliments. Check out a Halo Infinite though. Despite my issues, I'm still having a lot of fun. But now I have to go. I've talked long enough about this. Go in the description for links to all my places. Twitch, Twitter, Tumblr, all sorts of links. Just click them, follow there. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Even if you can't see the dislikes, I will know, so let me know. Subscribe to keep up with this and other series, mostly other series, because I don't do this one that often. Leave a comment. What's your take on Halo Infinite? Do you want to fight about what the best Halo is in the comments? Go on ahead. Let me know your opinions down there. And if you can, share the video, because hopefully if enough people know about it and complain about it to Microsoft, they'll let 343 fix the thing and do even more stuff. Do the things. And anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!